Hey everyone! So excited to talk about this because I love books. So I'm going to talk about some of my favorite books to read. So I love self-help books. I love anything that has to do with self-help and personal development when it comes to books. So I'm going to kind of get into some of my favorites and yeah, so let's get into it. Alright you guys, so this book, I am so obsessed. I remember in high school my mom would always tell me about this book, always try and get me to read this book, and I was just like, no, I don't really need to read it. This is when I was more into like romance books and everything. So I wasn't fully there in personal development yet, and then once I discovered personal development, this was the first book that I read. I read the book and then I also saw the movie. The Secret? I love this book because, not only because it's also a movie, but you can find the movie on Netflix. It's The Secret. It's more like a documentary and it's pretty much the same exact thing as the book. And honestly, this book is so amazing because this is what introduced me to the law of attraction. It also introduced me to the fact that thoughts become things. Like what you put out into the universe will come back to you. Like whether it's negative, whether it's positive, it will come back to you. And so this is exactly what introduced me to this. This honestly is the thing, this is the book that set me off into my whole journey of self-help and personal development. And so I really recommend either watching watching the movie or reading the book, or both like I did. Oh what? I found a leaf in the book. Oh, look at how nicely pressed this leaf is. It's so cute. The Secret is by Rhonda Bryce. I believe I'm saying that right. I cannot completely read cursive, but there it is. And the second book is Girl Boss. It is by Sophia. I'm not going to say her last name because I don't want to totally mess it up. So yes, this is it. I love this book. Okay, I'm gonna say that about every book, but it's fine. So this book honestly really inspired me just for the fact that she really came like from nothing. She honestly built her business from scratch from eBay, and she honestly had no clue it was gonna get to the point where it's at now. And it's so crazy because she really worked for it, and her journey was really crazy. That's honestly why it really inspired me, is just because she went through a lot, and it really motivates me to accomplish my goals like no matter what happens in my life. So I definitely recommend picking up this book and reading it. I'm so sad because they came out with a Netflix show of the book and there was only one season. And they're not coming back with a second season. So sad. Take a moment of peace. Okay. Alright, so the third book is Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. Oh my goodness. So I love Shonda Rhimes just for the fact that she wrote Grey's Anatomy, she wrote Scandal, she wrote How to Get Away with Murder, she wrote, I believe she also wrote, I think, what's the name of the show? I think it's called The Catch. I believe so. Yeah. Anyways, she's amazing. She is so amazing. And so when she came out with this book, I was like, I have to read this. And honestly, this is really inspiring as well, just because she's the type of person where she just really keeps to herself. She really works hard. She's really like on it with like everything. She's so busy writing so many shows, and she hardly really lives for herself. When she discovered that, she really decided to stop not living for herself and to really just start living for herself. So when she discovered that she wasn't really living for herself, she decided to stop that and really start going forward with things that she's not really used to doing. And so she started saying yes to a lot of things, and she started enjoying her life way much more. And honestly, I really appreciate that about her, and like how amazing like her story is. And so I definitely recommend reading this book. Like, after reading this book, it really inspired me to just want to say yes to everything. And honestly, try it. You never know. Like, obviously, like things that are like too dramatic, like you don't have to say yes to, but if things like you don't normally say yes to but you truly kind of want to say yes, just say yes and like see how different your life can be. Alright, and the fourth book is The Four Agreements. So I recently just finished this book, and this book is so amazing. So this is, honestly, I recently just finished this, and I really love this for the fact that these 4 agreements, like exactly what it talks about, can truly change your life. If you follow the 4 agreements that are in this book, your life will flow so much more smoothly, and just things will be so much more easier, honestly. It pretty much talks about, so the 4 agreements are: 1, be impeccable with your word, so always follow through with what you say, no matter what. The second thing is to don't take things personally. The third one is to not make assumptions. So, for example, like if someone's acting weird with you, don't assume that it's because of you. They're probably going through something, so don't always assume things. The fourth one is to always do your best. Always do your best, no matter what. If you're always doing your best, then you can never go wrong with that, and I completely agree. So there you have it. Those are my 4 of my favorite books. Okay, probably not 4 out of all my favorite books, but those are 4 of some of my books. Honestly, all the books that I have, I love in so many different ways, and if I would have done all my books in one video, it would probably be more than an hour long, and so I'm just gonna split all my different books into like different videos and stuff and be able to show you that. And yeah, comment below, tell me what kind of books you love and any recommendations, and let me know if you've read any of these books that I've mentioned. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back next week. Bye!